It's a little bit more difficult than I had hoped it would be.
I really want this to be a tutorial, but I have no idea what I'm doing. My hair is wet because I wasn't supposed to film today, but then I got the chance to see Hadestown yesterday for 20 euros, so I'm filming today. I have priorities. Anyway, I am currently making 2 dresses from the 12 Dancing Princesses, and of course we need those iconic shoes. I'm so happy to be making those. We bought some really cheap Primark shoes, secondhand from Vinted, so we paid next to nothing for them. And then I put them in a dye bath, and they dyed. These are purple. I'm making Courtney. These are supposed to be blue. The dye bath was blue. I don't know why they came out purple, but they did. I did notice that the dye did have some purple undertones, so maybe that's what happened. I don't know. They're purple, so I'm going to have to fix that. These did turn out green. These are for Delia, for my sister. But they're A, not really the right color of green, and B, they're very spotchy. Which is fine. I needed the dye for something else, and I just put these in, thinking, well, if it works, that's cool, and if it doesn't work, I'll go back to my initial plan, which is to use acrylic paint. It would have been cool if this had worked, but oh well. We can't have it all. It did reshape the shoes a little bit. We don't talk about that. These were flat. These are what the shoes originally looked like. The Vinted bundle came with 3 pair of shoes, so maybe I shouldn't have dyed them, but I did. I really want this to be a tutorial, but I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm figuring things out. So I'm just going to use acrylic paint to paint these. Now ideally you'd mix that with a fabric medium, but I don't have any and I can't get any. And I really want this video to be out tomorrow or at the latest the day after, because again, I went to Hadestown instead of filming. So I'm using water. I do that, well, not all the time because I don't color fabrics that often, but when I do, I usually just use water mixed with acrylic paint and that works fine. So that's what I'm going to do today. And hopefully that's going to work. These shoes have like this satiny finish. I really hope I can keep that. I'm not sure, but we'll see. For the first batch of paint, I very enthusiastically started mixing it, but honestly, it didn't really matter. With how light the layers were and the already darker base, really, the lighter green of the colors was fine, so I ended up just using that for later batches. Here you can really see that blotchiness that I mentioned before. It's kind of bad and I didn't manage to get rid of it entirely, but honestly it's at the back so it's fine. Alright, it's been a couple of hours. I had some errands to run, walk my dog, the like. So these had a chance to dry. I am fairly happy with the green ones. They aren't perfect. I have some spotching on the back, especially this one. But that's on the back, so that's fine. That's alright. I had to do a lot of coats to turn the purple to blue, which is a shame, and you can kind of tell. And I'm a little worried this will crack eventually. The acryl with water method really only works if you do very light and minimal coats. So this might crack, but it's blue at least. It was looking very lilac for very long. I was getting worried, but it's still a little bit lilac, I'm not going to lie. But I think this is as good as it's going to get. What I'm gonna do next is paint the tips, paint those diamond crossings. I think that's all the painting I need to do, because then I can move on to embellishments. I don't know how people get these shoes so perfectly. Don't get me wrong, this works, especially if it's for a photo shoot. This is more than fine. It's a little bit more difficult than I had hoped it would be. Also, the blue shoes are still a little bit damp. But that's fine, it's all fine. I'm also hoping that once I add more blue to this, the
paint is going to shift more blue. Because I think part of why it looks a little bit purpley right now is because the insides are purple. Also, I was not careful at all with the soles. I couldn't be bothered. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I am enjoying myself, so that's good. Toes, diamond stripes. Not yet sure if I'm going to do those with a ruler just free-handed. I mean, I probably should use a ruler, but I don't wanna. We'll see. You'll find out in a few seconds. For the tips, I did actually measure how far up I wanted them to go, so they would be equal on all shoes, and I just marked that with some tailor's chalk. That's the most precision I used in this project. For the diamond pattern, I didn't use a ruler or anything. At first I did sketch it out with the tailor's chalk, as you'll see, but by the time I got to the blue shoes, I gave up on that as well. I found it didn't really matter. What I found really helped to get these lines nice and even was to use a flat angled brush. I don't know why, but that just gave me the best lines. I don't know how I managed to have the diamond pattern on both of the left shoes bigger than on the right shoes. It's not the neatest thing ever that happened, but you're never going to see both shoes at once because we're going to be wearing full length gowns, so it's okay. I did consider actually sewing on the trims because I don't trust glue. And I considered that for an entire second because then I remembered that I hate sewing through shoes. I've done it once before and I won't do it again if I can help it. So I just use super glue and I think that's going to hold on fine. We'll have to find out because I actually haven't worn these shoes yet, but I think this is fine. Here you can see how I'm about to make a huge mistake. Yeah, there it is. Luckily, I realized just in time I should probably look up where these flowers are supposed to go, and that's not where I wanted to glue them. I also realized I'd forgotten to add the ribbons and the leaves, so that's what I'm doing here. Putting on these flowers was so satisfying. It just took it from pretty shoes to the Barbie shoes. And with those flowers, the shoes are done.
Alright, my desk is an absolute mess, but I'm finished and I'm so happy with them. I've dreamed of having these shoes as a kid. I was really worried halfway through because they just... I haven't finished them though. I still want to glue some hotfix stones onto these shoes. I won't show you that, but trust me, I'm going to do that right after filming this. And before filming the official reveal. But, oh, they're so pretty. They're so pretty. I have no idea what the durability is gonna be like. I kinda don't care. They just make me really happy right now. They're looking so good. Yes. Even though these really don't have that satiny shine to them anymore, I really don't care. I'm just happy. Thank you so much for watching and joining me today. I hope you had as much fun watching me make this as I had making these. Today I was actually supposed to post a video of the skirts, but I didn't manage to finish them in time, so that's going to be my next video. If you're interested in that, subscribe. I upload every other week. If you'd like to see live updates, more of my work, things like that, you can head over to my Instagram. That's where I'll post all of that. And I hope I'll see you later. Bye!